to another episode of Off the Chain. I'm Troy. I'm here with my friends Stefan and Jeremy. How are you guys doing?
I'm alright.
I'm doing fantastic.
So, Troy, how was your week?
My week's been pretty average. My Japan trip is getting really close.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to get here. And then we can record together. And it'll be like you're a guest on our cast.
Yeah, I'll be guesting.
What did you get up to this week, Troy?
Just work and some homework for school. Yourself?
Well, I mean, since the last time we recorded, I retired from swimming.
That's true.
I sprained my ankle last week playing the squash tournament. Yeah, I'm not very good. Both because I lost all the games I played and I sprained my ankle, so I gained very little.
You lost all of them?
Well, I only played 2 and then I sprained it badly enough that I couldn't play the third one. Like, we were guaranteed 3 games.
You came out with a net loss all over.
Yeah.
No, he started back. He just got back to where he started.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, did you start with a sprained ankle?
So it's like another week and then I can do some lateral movement and then start to build back into it. I also haven't told my parents that I retired from swimming. They still assume I'm swimming, so they'll listen to this podcast and find out.
Oh my god, really? This podcast isn't going to be out for another month.
Well, they'll find out eventually.
The first one's not even out yet.
Yeah, so the squash was interesting. I had the physio interview on Friday, which was also interesting. I think I did well objectively, but it's hard to say because it depends on how I did compared to everybody else. And it was the most charismatic group of 40 people I have ever been in. And there's 4 of these groups. And my mind was just blown at how keen and amazing all these people were. So it's tough to tell.
Yeah, but you're one of them, though. They selected you because of that.
Am I really one of them?
Yeah, you are.
I mean, my GPA is definitely in the bottom, like probably 20 percentile of those interview applicants. That were the people.
But
that
you're
offered.
pretty charismatic.
I'm not sure.
When you're not smirking at people.
I didn't. I used that reflective listening like a boss.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, my interview I think went pretty well. Other than that, schools...
Well, what about swimming? We should talk about that. That's really big. Retiring from swimming. You haven't even told your parents yet?
Yeah. Well, because I didn't want to tell my mom and have her be like, "Oh, Jeremy, it's been such a big part of your life, and I'm so sad." Blah blah. Because I'm not sad at all. I don't miss it even a tiny bit. I enjoy...
That's really weird. Like, remember all those dreams you used to have? You'd come to the pool and be like, "Oh, guys, I had a dream about the pool again."
Yeah, well, it was a big part of my life for a long time, but I don't really like swimming that much. Like, I like to train, I have learned. And so I'm enjoying very much doing all these other activities, especially squash, because I still get to train and get good at skills. But I don't enjoy like how training is in swimming because I think it's outdated, and I don't really enjoy the competitive side of it. And the Vike swim team is not really a team, so I mean the squash club is way more of a team than the Vike swim team is.
That is sad.
So yeah, I went to that squash tournament and they had like a social dinner and then like an after party, and it was amazing. It was so much fun. And then I did Dank Thursday and.
How dank was it?
Quite dank indeed.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm very much enjoying squash club, and I don't miss swimming at all.
Well, that's good. I'm glad for you.
It's also nice to not be tired, and I can do whatever activities I want for as long as I want.
Oh my god, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like staying up till like 4 a.m.
See, that's also true. I've been staying up way later because I function better at night, which I didn't have that option of before. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I find that too. Like, even when I was swimming, I tended to stay up later. That was when I was most productive getting my schoolwork done.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm enjoying, and like Saturday mornings not having to go to morning practice is so good. Like, I can wake up whenever I want and then go to the gym, and yeah, I don't miss it at all.
Agreed. I just miss the atmosphere of swimming and not the actual like regimen.
Yeah, I think, and like you can get that same atmosphere in other places. Like, it exists in squash.
Yeah, I think that's what I miss too, like the team aspect. But actually, I'm also finding that I'm way out of shape now, and I miss having that level of fitness. I wish the gyms were... Actually, no, I don't wish the gyms. I haven't gone to the gym. Now, that's one part that I really don't miss about the swimming is the gym.
Well, yeah, when we're doing our sets of 20 squats, those are not fun, but...
That was the worst. By the 10th, it was like, oh, I just want to set this bar down, but I know that my legs can do 10 more.
Yeah, that is the shittiest
And one
feeling.
set took like 2 minutes.
No, yeah, I'm doing the hypertrophy right now, so it's not too bad.
Don't get too big now, though.
I
You still have that 400.
Don't get
Yeah,
Kenny
but
big.
I'm in way better shape than you right now, Stefan. I also now have the fastest 400 time out of any of us.
Yeah, you really should have focused on that 400 for that last bit.
It would have been nice to get to 4 minutes. That would have been really nice. I mean, realistically, I think I could have been like a 404, 403 maybe. If I would have, like, my best time was from prelims at Can West's, which we didn't really rest for, and it was only prelims, so. And it was early, like it was the beginning of the season. I think I could have been pretty close to 403. But anyway, it's not looking good for you guys.
Yeah,
there's still 8 years to go.
It's actually really inconvenient, like, training here in Japan. Well, not even training, but, like, I mean, staying in shape. Because everything opens at the same time. They don't have any early morning activities or later at night activities. And I work on the weekends, which is when most of the things happen anyway, like during the day. They'll happen on Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. And I always work those days. Except today. Today is an anomaly. And I chose to podcast with you guys instead.
I appreciate that.
But speaking about swimming, I actually miss it. I miss the training, and I miss, I don't know, just because it's been such a huge part of my life. I do miss that.
And I imagine I would miss it as well, but I found something to replace it that I enjoy more.
Yeah. Well, I found things that I enjoy just as much, but it's kind of different. Like, I haven't really found that same team that you're talking about at squash.
I wish you were here at the playing squash with us. Like, that'd be so much fun.
I've recently found a karate place, and the instructor, he speaks some English and also some Chinese, so he likes to take on some foreign students. Actually, this is weird because I tell the Japanese people, oh, so I went to try karate today, and they're like, what? What is it? And I'm like, karate. And they're like, oh, that's what it is. Yeah, karate. But anyways, they're teaching me the basic form, which is pretty simple, but I still struggled with it. And I was going through it slowly because it is my understanding that you have to move slowly and deliberately and do it properly, and then you can speed it up once you start learning the patterns and the movements, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy who was teaching me was like, no, it has to be fast. It has to be fast. And so I tried it fast, and then it was completely wrong. So he was like, no, you've got to do it right. You got to do it right. So then I tried to do it right, but then I was going slow, and he's like, you got to do it fast. And I was like, well, pick one or the other. I can't do both at once right off the bat.
I mean, there is something about practice specificity, but at the same time, if you don't know the skill, then yeah, you need to step it back.
Yeah, right?
So when are we going to do our Ironman, Stefan?
Oh, how about we do a marathon first? Let's do the marathon in Hawaii.
I could not imagine doing an Ironman. That is so long.
Troy, you would literally not survive. You could barely play an hour of squash.
Look, I don't think I would survive at this point.
Oh god, I wouldn't survive either. Partially because I have a sprained ankle, but also partially because I can't run any farther than like 10K without my knee starting to get sore. Like when I ran that 16 for the Tough Mudder just out of the blue, my knee was wrecked for like 2 weeks.
Hey, that happened to me when I did the Olympic distance triathlon because I didn't run at all before that, and it ruined my knee for months, actually.
Doing things cold is the best way to race.
That's such a weird problem that like most people wouldn't have, Like most people aren't like, oh, I'm just going to go run 15K today. And because I don't run at all, like that's such a weird problem.
Yeah.
Like to have to hold yourself back.
Oh, okay, what I was saying that I mostly miss about swimming is that how out of shape I am, because when I went to karate, they made us do some incline clap push-ups, which I could do no problem back in the day when I was training. But I quickly realized how out of shape I was because I couldn't even hold a straight core. And now my pecs are so sore.
I especially notice how out of shape I am anytime I do anything strenuous. Like, A few weeks ago, I carried someone up 2 flights of stairs, and at the end, I felt so out of shape. Oh, it was terrible.
I haven't gotten to that point yet.
I definitely miss my old fit body.
You can get it back,
Yeah.
Troy.
When I come back from Japan, I'll put some serious effort into trying to exercise again.
Troy, you say when you return from Japan, but then you'll be like, oh, actually, I'm gonna go to Seattle. So when I return from Seattle, and you'll be like, oh no, when I return from Vancouver.
No. I have no more trips until October.
Okay, well, you heard it here, people. Troy's gonna commit to exercising.
And I return on a Thursday, so I have perfect time to start on the Monday.
Oh my god. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Troy always says, no, I can't start at the middle of the week. I have to wait till the Monday. And then when the Monday comes, it's like, well, now I'm going to start next Monday.
I think you just need to
I'll
bite
forget.
the bullet and do something rather
yeah.
than nothing. Like, even if it's anything. Like, even if it's a walk. And then transition, rather than trying to be so stark about it.
I'm doing karate. Karate.
I might even consider joining Masters with Leon. We'll see. Because I kind of want to get back into the water. I miss the water. Just being in the pool and smelling
You know
the
what?
chlorine.
I liked...
Very nostalgic whenever I go into a pool.
Yeah, and I like the fact that I didn't have to shower ever because I was always in the pool.
Like, anytime I go to Commonwealth or, like, any other pool and I smell that, like, chlorine, I'm just like, this brings back days,
Childhood.
memories.
There were definitely good times. Like, I don't want to, like, discount that, but I'm glad to have moved on now. I am having a lot of fun, so...
I mean, yeah, I'm glad I moved on. Like, freaking swimming 9-8 times a week. It's pretty excessive, especially when you're trying to go to school and work.
I just hated how tired it made me all the time.
I mean, I was tired all the time too, but I also refused to sleep. So
Yeah. I remember sleeping in your room and you would be like tapping away at the keyboard, like, Troy, just go to bed.
there's definitely times where I got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep because I go to bed at like 3 and then get up for morning practice at 5.
Oh god, I know. Ugh.
And then leave morning practice, go to school, leave school, go to swim practice, leave practice, go eat dinner, and then go back on the computer until 2.
That's so terrible.
That probably helped kick into my burnout for wanting to quit and my downward spiral after I got my shoulder injury.
Yeah, looking back, I don't even know how I did that. How I continued for so long in that kind of habit.
I know. Like, when you're in it, it's not something that you really think about. Like, you're like, oh, this is tough. But when you stop, you're like, oh, man, that was crazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad to have stopped. Moved on to Japan.
Literally.
Although, while I was swimming, I felt so much more superior to, like, any other sport. Whenever I was, like, in school in, like, PE class, there's, like, other kids that are in sports. And it's like, yeah, I've got soccer practice. And it's like, we train, like, 3 times a week. And I'm just like, 3 times
I know, we are so elitist. Even, like, summer club, we're like, you're not real swimmers. Like, you're almost there, but you're not. Or, like, the club school swimmers, we're like, you're definitely not real swimmers.
You're definitely not real swimmers. But yeah, just like, 3 times a week. And you're, like, at that level of soccer, you only train 3 times a week. I'm only at like a provincial level and we swim 8 times a week.
I know. It's so cruel. Anyway, so satisfied on the swimming? Yep. To the questions we go.
Hold on, nobody asked me how my day or my week has been.
Oh, sorry, Stefan.
How was your week, Stefan?
Well, a lot has happened, since the last podcast we recorded.
Know.
I was the one who was supposed to do the editing, but my computer crashed because there's a hardware problem with the hard drive. But I was able to save the recording, thank goodness. And like I was saying before, I started doing some karate. I'm borrowing Gaki's computer, and it's all in Japanese, and I can't freaking figure out how to plug in the headphones without the internal mic turning off. So I have the headphones out and the volume's all the way down to help with the recording. And now I can barely hear you guys.
So your week was good, or your weeks?
Yeah, it's been great. Oh, I also made shepherd's pie. And I've been baking a lot of banana chocolate chip muffins.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Slowly perfecting them.
That's all I wanted.
Better have a slew of treats for me when I get there.
Troy, can you bring some banana chocolate chip muffins back?
We'll see.
Even just one.
Yeah, it can take
Just one.
It'll take the place in your suitcase that will be carrying my leggings to Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget those, Troy.
All right. I will not.
I've also got some nice soaps for you.
All right.
What?
My mom sent me some soap from Hawaii that I don't want, so I'm just going to give it to you because I know you use soap.
Oh, I don't actually anymore.
Oh, well, whatever.
I've just been
You're
using
still
the body
getting
wash.
soap.
The Fiji scented body wash. Oh, yeah.
Well, you're still getting soap.
What?
At the very least, you can beat somebody with it.
Beat somebody with soap?
You put it in a sock.
Why would you want to do that?
That's a thing people do.
Who's doing this?
I don't know, probably inmates.
Is it your crazy Australian roommate, Chris?
No, he's too much of a pansy to do anything like that.
He sounded pretty tough to me.
He's a true pansy, actually.
Ooh, well, more of a pansy than you?
I don't know. I think I've beat all the pansiness out of myself.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. I think we'll be able to tell whether or not you cut this out of the final edit or not.
Okay.
Because if you leave in calling him a pansy, then we'll know that he's more of a pansy than you are.
No, because Jeremy will definitely keep this in.
Okay, here's what we need to do. You know what? When Devin is a guest on the podcast, then you guys can debate whether I'm a pansy or not. And I won't be there to defend myself.
It'll be 3 against 1, Jeremy. Why would you want to do that?
It'll be 3 against none because she can take my spot. It's like when I can't record,
you won't be on
you guys could fill in, or she can fill in for me.
So it'll just be 3. It'll just be us beaking you the entire time.
That would be so funny.
No, it'll be funny. Once you call out Chris and stick it in the cast, and then he listens to it, it'll just be 2 pansies going at it. I want to see this.
Okay, I can argue why Chris is a pansy all day, but I don't think I'm much of a pansy anymore, and I think Devin is more of a pansy than I am. She says she's sensitive in that she lacks the resilience to the environment, and that she's allergic to a bunch of things. Being sensitive is being a pansy. Like, come on. It doesn't matter if you can't help it.
I don't know. I'm freaking always cold. I don't know why.
It's probably because your metabolism's lower.
That's another thing I miss about the swimming is high metabolism. Get to eat everything.
See, I never got that. Even while swimming, I had slow metabolism.
I still don't like to eat, but now I don't have to eat as much, so that's nice.
See, I like to eat. I just can't eat a lot. It feels real bad.
I love to eat, and I eat a lot.
And you're still losing weight.
Nope, I'm gaining it now, and it's not muscle because I'm not exercising.
Oh damn! But you gotta stay skinny so that I can do that move with you where I hold you up and we do the flutter kicks because we could probably do it now.
Oh yeah, now that you're buff.
Well, I'm not buff yet.
Oh well, when you will be buff.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
skinny.
It helps that you're light. Well, if you're 10 pounds lighter, or 15 pounds lighter, or whatever, I could probably do it now.
Well, yeah. Let's see. I lost about 6 to 7 kilos since I stopped swimming.
13, 14 pounds ish, 15 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and now I'm starting to gain some again.
All your muscles finally gone.
Yeah, all the muscle left.
Damn, you were such an Adonis back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean 8 months ago. You're such a Greek god.
Did you call me a goddess?
I said Adonis.
Oh.
You're such a goddess, Stefan.
He is now.
Yeah. You're so posh.
So wait, now I'm the pansy one of the group.
No, you're just thinner. We don't associate femininity with being a pansy, Stefan.
Especially if, I guess, yeah, especially if I'm some divine creature. Not quite Kenny level, though.
Oh god, is Kenny a cloud yet?
Is he a cloud?
Yeah, is he so buff that he's just a cloud?
Yeah, but that's a terrible analogy. Clouds are so fluffy and soft.
He's pretty bulky and he likes wearing really tight clothing.
That's just the thing that buff guys like to do.
Even his pants. It just looks weird.
Oh god.
God. It's so annoying because all he does is talk about his gains and it's making some ground beef for a late night snack and He snaps the picture, and it's literally just ground beef. He doesn't add any spices to it. He doesn't add any other ingredients to it.
Does he
It's just
cook
plain
it at least?
ground beef. Yeah.
He just eats it raw.
Yeah, eats it raw.
We beak him, and he's just like eating food for taste in 2017. It's just like whatever.
No, he'll eat some raw beef and then swallow or like drown that out with some raw egg. Wash it down. That's the word. Wash it down with some raw egg.
Been there, done that. Don't want to go back.
That was great. I showed some of the Japanese teachers that video of you drinking the raw egg. That was great.
Oh god, yeah. I'm glad I kept it down. That was a good gag though.
I guess that's one of the things, one of the steps away from pansyhood.
Well, I think I'm quite a ways away from pansyhood at this point.
Well, that was one of the first steps. How long ago was that? Like almost 2 years now?
Probably a year and a half. Maybe even only a year, actually. It feels like more recently that I ate that egg. I'm not sure if I drank it or ate it.
We drank it from a cup.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm not sure if where's the distinction is between drinking and eating. Because
it felt pretty liquidy in my mouth.
But it wasn't, like, the yolk's still fairly solid, and we didn't blend it or anything, so anyway. Where are we at now?
Questions
let's get to questions,
Our dear listeners, our fans.
Yeah, our only fans at this point.
Our moms.
Yeah, we got tons of questions. Tons.
My mom gave me 4.
Tons.
I mean...
Whew.
Wait.
I just got it.
I've got more than enough questions for all of us.
Your mom's really into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mom really is actually our number 1 fan.
Hey, she'll be happy to be our number 1 fan.
All right, so I guess we'll start with pick the best question from our number 1 fan.
I think I'm just going to read all of them out to you guys, and you guys can tell me which one you think is the best, and we can answer that one.
All right.
So the first one is, what is the craziest thing you've done and haven't told your mom about yet? And the second one, what do you miss most about living with your mom? And then, what are the harmless things you did when you were little that your mom doesn't know about? Did they work?
I'm sensing a theme here.
I'm sensing a theme,
and then the last one is, all the little things you didn't tell your mom about. Now, see, there's a lot of overlap in this. So.
See, this seems like a trap.
It's a trap. Don't do it.
This is your mom trying to get hidden information out of you.
We should take a moment to discuss that Jeremy now can appreciate that meme.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Because I watched all the Star Wars over Christmas.
Oh my god, and I can't believe you were... Like, why did you have such resilience to watching that franchise?
Because I associated it so heavily with Lord of the Rings, which I didn't like. Like, in my mind, the same people liked them. And Star Wars is quite a bit better. And by quite a bit better, I mean yes. A lot better than Lord of the Rings,
I feel like Star Wars was much more commercialized.
I mean, and I also preferred the prequels over the originals, which a lot of people disagree with, but I am not an originalist.
I feel like everybody would disagree with that.
That's not true, because Chris also likes the prequels better than the originals.
Oh, you mean your pansy roommate?
Oh, damn. I might have just linked this together. No, I like it better. I like the prequels better. I don't really like the originals, so... the 7th one is also just a mashup of all the prior Star Wars, so that doesn't really make sense, but...
Well, that's what I appreciated about it, but... I think in order to fully appreciate that, you would have had to have experienced Star Wars when you were a child, when it had more of an emotional impact on you.
I have emotion. You should have seen me you should have been there when I saw that fluffy dog today. I mean, I lost it.
Okay, well, I wasn't necessarily accusing you of not having emotion, but now that you've jumped to that, why do you feel so defensive about that?
Well, because I got accused today of not having any emotion, because I said that my interview went well, and then Devin was talking to Jeremy Angus, and then Jeremy Angus is like, oh, does he have any emotion? And I was like, yeah, I do. And then the dog shows up, and I was like, But anyway, yeah, I got that reference. So, my mom asked a lot of the same questions.
All right.
Yeah, so, I got the theme that she wants you to tell her something she doesn't know about you.
Yeah. So... well, the craziest thing I've done that I haven't told my mom about, I guess, would be the retiring from swimming. So, that would probably be that.
Is that crazy?
I mean, I haven't really done that many crazy things in my life that my mom doesn't know about. And my mom doesn't know much, but I haven't done much. And I also can't really remember most of my childhood, so I can't tell her anything about that. Well, what's the craziest thing you guys have done and haven't told your mom about?
I don't think there's anything. The craziest things I've done is with you guys usually. And we always tell my mom because it's funny to tell my mom that we've done this thing.
Yeah, like that time we put that condom on that banana?
Yeah.
And then the banana got all soggy?
Yeah, the fucking banana started disintegrating.
Oh, yeah.
Take note, don't put condoms on banana and then leave it there.
I think I'm in the same boat as you, because I haven't really done anything too crazy either.
Man.
We are the least crazy people.
Yeah, we are some top-notch sons.
We are golden children.
Okay, well, I guess that answers that question. What about your mom's question, Troy?
Oh, she wants to know, why do we have daylight saving time?
Well, Saskatchewan doesn't.
Because not every place has it. But here on the west coast of BC, we have daylight savings time.
And that is a good question that we probably should have researched before you asked. The main purpose of daylight saving time is to make better use of daylight. We change our clocks during the summer months to move an hour of daylight from the morning to the evening.
Yes.
Countries have different change dates. I saw some information on this a while ago about how it's actually incredibly detrimental to society because the productivity is reduced so much, and it obviously has effects of limiting people's sleep and giving them more stress when you remove the hour.
I mean, it just makes things more confusing because, especially for this one where we're springing forward, 9 o'clock becomes 8 o'clock technically, and losing an hour of sleep basically, which can be a lot for some people.
Yeah. I think there's been more of a push.
So I've heard that
the removal.
There's a rumor that it was actually the farmers that required this, but it wasn't. Apparently, it was World War I Germany or something, or pre-World War I Germany, where they decided to change their clocks in order to save on coal when they're generating electricity, or oil or something. I can't quite remember. But the rest of the world was like, well, crap, the Germans are doing it. We better follow suit. We don't want to fall behind. So pretty much everybody instituted this daylight savings time thing. But now that we're all so reliant on electricity, like electricity is always on, our lights are always on, our computers are always on, it doesn't make much sense. Like, it doesn't save any electricity or anything.
Yeah, it's quite a recent development. And here it says the German Empire and Austria-Hungary organized organized the first nationwide implementation in April 30th, 1916. And then since then, many countries have used it at various times, particularly since the energy crisis of the 1970s. So it's very recent development.
I don't know. It doesn't seem needed in today's society, especially when everyone, like, we don't do things based on daylight anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The age of technology, like, people are doing stuff at midnight, 2 a.m. all the time.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by our computers are always on.
Yeah.
But you know what I heard today? I was talking with our other number one fan, my mom and my dad, and they were saying that Alberta, the province of Alberta, is actually looking at getting or doing away with the daylight savings time.
It should. Yeah. It's outdated.
They just can't decide whether to align themselves with the BC time or with the Saskatchewan time.
Is that the surmise of our questions?
Well, no, I have a question from my mom. So my mom says, she says that she couldn't think of a question. So anyways, she says that my dad, she said, my dad asks toilet paper rolls, over or under?
Over.
Pretty obviously over, I would say, unless you have like a dog or something or a cat that's going to claw at it. And if it's over, then it's going to be all over your bathroom. But if it's under in that case, then it's just going to keep going around in circles.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I think otherwise it should be over because it's easier to grab.
It should always be over. Yeah. Easier to grab. It's more efficient.
Well, yeah, and I have no idea why anyone in their right mind would put it the other way.
I mean, we're all obviously on the same page here, so.
We're on the same page. Yeah. So everyone, Unless you have small kids or animals that like to play with your toilet paper, put it over.
Yep.
Actually, I will say this, though. I would much rather have the toilet paper put on the wrong way than not have any toilet paper at all, which has been the case many a times in my family.
Ugh. You know what happens here is that Chris, and I know it's Chris, and if he listens to this, he's going to get defensive, but I know that it's him. He just, like, he'll finish a roll, and he'll leave, like, the tiniest little sliver, and then start a new roll, but set it on the, like, windowsill, instead of taking off the cardboard and putting the new roll on. And I'm like, it's not hard at all.
Oh.
But, I don't know.
We do the same thing here, but it's because our rolls of toilet paper are too big to fit on the roll until it goes down a bit.
Oh, yeah, I remember
that makes sense. We don't have that problem. He just is lazy. Which is also another, like, tangentially related to his pansiness.
Oh, you know, this is a perfect opportunity for me to tell my my Japanese toilet story.
I'm excited. This is first-hand knowledge.
My expectations are low, so this is a good opportunity to exceed them.
What? I thought I already told you guys this story. Nope. Okay, so
I mean, you might have.
First time I arrive in Japan, and you know how Japan is very famous for their high-tech toilets, right?
Yep.
They have a panel beside the toilet seat with many buttons, and it all has kanji on it. The Japanese, well, it's a Chinese writing essentially.
Yeah.
So I couldn't read any of it, and this is after my flight from Vancouver to Shanghai to Nagoya. So I was pretty tired, and I get there, and all I really wanted to do was go to bed. So I needed to use the toilet first. I used the toilet, look at the panel, and I couldn't figure out which one was the flush button. So there was a little, they had, some of them had pictures. See, that's what I was like, okay, this one has a little fountain mark on it, like a little water thing. So I was like, this is probably the flush button. So I push that, and out pops this little tube from the back of the toilet seat. It's like, comes up, points up, and I was like, oh no, because it's pointing right at my face now as I'm looking at the toilet bowl. So I quickly put my hand over top of this little tube, and it starts pumping water out. It's like, psh, 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 and little bursts, like it's trying to clean my butt, but my butt wasn't there. So yeah, after a couple pumps of water, I'm like, how do I turn this thing off? And thankfully, there's a big square red button, so I push that thing, and it stops, and it retracts. And I'm like, okay, safe. But I still don't know how to flush the toilet.
You accidentally turned on the bidet?
Yep, I accidentally turned on the bidet. So I exit the washroom, wash my hands.
Wait, did you not?
Oh, no, just a minute. I go to the one roommate who was there at the time, and I sheepishly ask her, how do I flush the toilet? So she goes over to the toilet and shows me the handle on the other side of the toilet seat. And it's just a regular flush handle.
Oh, Stefan.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you preface this with saying, I was really tired, because I won't hold it against you.
I was a little overwhelmed by all the Japanese-ness of the Japanese writing in the Japanese country of Japan.
Well, understandably so.
I am excited.
Okay, well, on to the pedantics and semantics now. Have we have we answered your dad's question?
I think so. Really? Well, did we really? Nobody played devil's advocate here. But I really don't understand.
But I think it's just so obvious.
Right? I don't understand why anyone would do otherwise.
Yeah, if you are listening to this and you put the roll the other way, email us at offthechainpod@gmail.com to let us know why you think that.
Other than the reasons that we already listed, of course.
I'm saying we need somebody, like Stefan said, to be the devil's advocate to be a
or even if
of the
somebody legitimately feels that that's the way to do it, I want to know why. Like, what are the reasons? Why would they do that? All right, so time to introduce our new segment, which we didn't have in the first episode, Pedantics and Semantics.
Yes. Here, well, we're just going to, pedantically and semantically debate topics, and I have a good one that is actually, I picked it before the podcast, but it is now related because we touched on this already.
Oh, nice.
So,
Should we preface this saying that it's going to be me and Stefan versus Jeremy?
Oh, God, probably.
No. The way this is probably going to work is it's going to be me and Jeremy versus each other. And then at the last minute, Troy will jump in against Jeremy.
Yeah.
True. I'll sit here quietly. You guys probably won't hear me for a while.
I've been here 1,000 times, and this is probably exactly what prepared me for that interview I did on Friday.
Oh, see, that's what we were doing your whole life with us, Jeremy.
Yeah, but see, now if I don't get in, I'm going to be like, well, you guys were too bad at it, so...
Nah, you're just the one who can't adapt.
That's true. I'll take that. Okay, so here's the question. Are emotions irrational?
Are emotions irrational?
Tough.
I'm inclined to say yes.
In a way.
I think that they serve a function.
But does that make them rational?
No. I'm saying I think they serve a function, but I don't think that they're logically based a lot of the time. So I'm inclined to say often, not yes, but I'm leaning more towards the yes side. Like, I think they're either irrational or irrelevant in that they're neither logical nor illogical because it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's not necessarily true because your emotions can lead you to act irrationally.
Yes, and I think in that... Yeah, so that would having them cause you to act irrational make the motion itself irrational?
God, this is a tough one.
This is quite tough.
I think the emotion can be logical, but the way you choose to act on it can be illogical.
This is true.
So I'm just using illogical and irrational interchangeably here. So I would say that regardless of the way that it causes you to act, I think you just have to look at the emotion itself and how it's caused or the way it makes you feel, or what caused it or how it makes you feel.
So in that case, if you're like just isolating the emotion like that without the reaction of the person, then emotions would be logical because there's usually something that would cause an emotion.
But if you have somebody that gets upset over something ridiculous like spilling some milk, are those emotions irrational? I would say yes, because they're ultimately unwarranted in the context.
Yeah, there's definitely situations where people experience an emotion for no reason. Like, I have friends who are sitting there doing literally nothing and will all of a sudden be hit by some like sad bout and start crying despite nothing having happened.
I think that the sadness can still be rational in that case, though. If they're just reminiscing about their parent who just got in a car crash, then I think that's a rational way.
No, like nothing triggers it. Like, all of a sudden they just feel sad.
Yeah, there are disorders.
For literally no reason.
There are disorders like bipolar disease. Is that a disease? Bipolarism?
Yeah.
No, it's a condition.
Bipolar condition. Because that is illogical.
Well, it's a disorder, but it's a condition, not a disease, I would think.
Yeah, okay.
I think. Yeah, see, normally this is just going to be us bickering, but now we're actually kind of working together. What a change of pace.
Wow, yeah, this is...
Well, I think this is because you chose a question where it's kind of like, it's not fully a side that we can...
Yeah, none of us are personally invested in this
fully
opinion.
defend.
That's okay. I think it's a good introduction to this segment of our cast.
I think so too, because I think people are going to start to think that we're getting angry at each other as we continue to this section.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, we're at a rate of like one joke every 5 minutes so far, so we're doing pretty well, I think.
Wait, I didn't know that we were supposed to have a quota for jokes here.
Oh, no, I'm just keeping track.
Wait.
You should put this on a spreadsheet.
Well, what do you constitute as a joke?
I'm not keeping track. No, Troy, that's why it'd be too vague. So, we got anything else to say?
So, we should do a recap.
Recap? What did we talk about today?
Well, we talked about our weeks, which were good overall, which is nice.
Yep, mine, same old.
Yeah, mine was a little bit trouble-ridden, but... or wait, what do you say? Trouble-riddled. Trouble-riddled. Can you say trouble-ridden?
You're just troubled. Your whole last week has been full of troubles.
Riddled with troubles. Yeah, mostly just my computer breaking down, but it's all good now. Still trying a bunch of new things here.
My week was good, too. Or my weeks were good. A lot has happened. Because I got that injury to physio, I quit swimming, and I sprained my ankle, but...
See, I have had nothing to do for the past little while. But next week, And the following weeks after that, I'll have stuff to tell. Where I'll be in Japan for 17 days.
Oh, Stefan, have you seen Moana yet?
No, it just came out on the 10th. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, well, that's going to be something you're going to do between now and the next time we record, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm
looking forward to that.
I have to find an English version that's playing. Well, I guess I should give a shout out to Danica and her friends, because she said that she was going to introduce this podcast to some of her friends. So,
all right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. This has been Troy, my friends Jeremy and Stefan. And if you have any questions, you can reach us at offthechainpod@gmail.com. All one word.
As emails traditionally are.
But I mean, it's not. Is it really one word? It's just a bunch of words strung together.
Well, I mean, like, there's no, like, underscores or anything
German,
like that.
Where they add words together to create a new word.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the part that fades out as our outro music starts playing.
What outro music?
It's just us. It's just pedantically, symmetrically arguing into the outro.